Welcome, adventurers! Today we journey into the shadowy webs of intrigue spun by the dreaming dark, the secretive and sinister quarry conspiracy that pulls the strings of nations and dreams alike. From the alien plane of Dal Quor to the monolithic power of Riedra, let's unravel the secrets and plots that shape Eberron from behind the scenes. Let's begin with Dal Quor, the region of dreams, a plane visited every night by mortals in slumber. Dal Quor is unlike any other realm, its reality shaped by collective dreams and nightmares. Here dwell the Quarry, otherworldly psionic entities who feed on the psychic energies of dreamers, governing their own nightmare society under the oppressive shadow of Il-Lashtavar, the darkness that dreams. Dal Quor's connection to Eberron was once far more direct. Approximately 40,000 years ago, during the Age of Giants, the plane drew so close to the material plane that the quarry could physically invade Eberron. This ancient cataclysm nearly toppled the world, only checked by the combined arcane might of the dragons and giants. To stymie the quarry's invasion, the giants employed a device known as the Moonbreaker, severing Dal Quor from its orbit around Eberron. This locked the plane permanently remote. Physical travel became impossible, and manifest zones to Dal Quor vanished forever. Since that fateful act, mortals can only access Dal Quor through their dreams, making direct quarry intrusions a thing of the past, at least physically. Yet the quarry were not thwarted. They adapted, delving deep into the minds and dreams of mortals, an astral incursion instead of a physical one. Unable to directly invade, they set about manipulating mortals psychically, orchestrating elaborate schemes and influencing events on the material plane through more subtle and insidious means. This sets the stage for the rise of the Dreaming Dark, the principal conspiracy of Dal Quor's ruling council. Their ultimate goal is to prevent the inevitable turning of the age within Dal Quor itself, a cosmic cycle that, if completed, would annihilate the current quarry and birth a new age with entirely different denizens. Their existence is literally tied to perpetuating nightmare. To safeguard their survival, the quarry must prevent Dal Quor's age from turning. Their foremost tool on Eberron is the Dreaming Dark, an organization of quarry masterminds, inspired agents, and mind-seeded shadows acting in total secrecy to destabilize their enemies, eliminate threats, and further the cause of nightmare. Eberron's audience is usually more familiar with Quor, but the true crucible of the quarry schemes is the distant continent of Sarlona. Sarlona is the ancestral homeland of both humans and Kalashtar, dominated today by the oppressive regime of Riedra, a nation built atop quarry manipulation and ruled by the inspired. Sarlona's history is crucial. Over 1,500 years ago, the continent was a patchwork of powerful nations, known as the 12 Kingdoms. Into this landscape, the Kalashtar, rebellious quarry merged with willing humans, first appeared, drawing the wrath of the Dreaming Dark and commencing centuries of infiltration and war. The quarry's answer to the Kalashtar was the Sundering, a devastating 500-year conflict that saw the quarry infiltrate and manipulate Sarlona's kingdoms, steering them toward endless warfare, undermining leaders through their dreams, and using psychic seeds to create chaos. It was a laboratory for the quarry's most insidious arts of mind control and domination. As the Sundering dragged on, the Dreaming Dark perfected their greatest tool, the creation of the Chosen, genetically tailored vessels that could perfectly house a quarry spirit. These Chosen became the Inspired, mortals of surpassing grace and beauty, living hosts for quarry overlords and the unchallenged masters of a newly unified Sarlona called Riedra. When the Inspired rose to power, Riedra was forged, an empire born of psychic manipulation, built on zealous obedience and governed by the wisdom of the Inspired. The former nations became provinces, their old cultures erased under the state religion, the Path of Inspiration, a pseudo-spiritual system designed to promote absolute loyalty to the Inspired and, by extension, the Dreaming Dark. The path of inspiration teaches that life is a cycle of rebirth and spiritual progress, with advancement only possible through obedience and selfless work. The ultimate reward? Reincarnation as a higher being, perhaps even one day becoming an inspired oneself. This doctrine cements class divisions and justifies the unquestioned supremacy of the ruling elite. Central to Riedran society are the Hanbalani altars, immense crystalline monoliths scattered across the land. Ostensibly, they are holy sites and repositories of souls between reincarnations. But in truth, they are psionic engines, channeling the collective dreams and emotions of the populace to maintain control and amplify quarry influence across the material plane. The Hanbalani altars also serve a sinister design. Their true function is to create a network through which quarry can possess willing or unwilling hosts anywhere in Riedra, bypassing the limitations once imposed by Dal Quar's severance. They also amplify psychic broadcasts, instilling dreams and lessons to shape the masses. Riedran society, with its rigid hierarchy, reveres the inspired as living gods. Ordinary humans, changelings, shifters, and ogres occupy lesser strata, each told to await spiritual advancement through diligent service. Only the rebellious Kalashtar, refugees hiding in the fortress monasteries of Adar or scattered across Corvair, dare oppose this order. The inspired, both feared and venerated, are never far from their quarry masters in Dal Quor. When not directly possessed, they act as governors, priests, and generals. When a quarry takes control, their demeanor shifts and they become vessels for nearly immortal will and psychic power, enforcing Riedran law with absolute authority. The Dreaming Dark's influence doesn't end at Riedra's borders. Inspired ambassadors travel to Corvair seeking influence and allies, always distancing themselves from overt Dreaming Dark activities for plausible deniability. Meanwhile, sleeper agents and shadows, victims of the mind seed power, operate in total secrecy, furthering quarry goals within Eberron's greatest nations. The Dreaming Dark organization is rigidly hierarchical. At its pinnacle sits the Circle of Night, an elite council of inspired agents and quarry, who coordinate all operations throughout Eberron. Their leader, the Devourer of Dreams, acts as the voice of Il-Lashtavar, interpreting the unfathomable will of the darkness that dreams. Field agents of the Dreaming Dark hold various specialized roles. Fort stealers gather secrets and information. Dominators manipulate events and institutions. And Dreamblades serve as assassins, eliminating the most dangerous threats to quarry designs. Shadows, created by the insidious mind seed power, are once mortal individuals entirely dominated by quarry consciousness, loyal to the Dreaming Dark alone. The various types of quarry each have distinct roles, both in Dal Quor and as part of the Dreaming Dark. Tsukura quarry specialize in nightmares of fear, Hashalak in dreams of desire. Dulara are spirits of rage, and Kalarak quarry, nobility among the quarry, lead them, including the feared Devourer of Dreams. The Devourer of Dreams is the Dreaming Dark's supreme leader and the most powerful voice of quarry will. This entity has the unique ability to commune directly with the spirits of Dal Quor, translating the enigmatic urgings of Il-Lashtavar into explicit orders for the Dreaming Dark and the Circle of Night. Intriguingly, the Dreaming Dark uses Riedra's legal and religious system not just for control, but to suppress all dissent and foreign influence. Citizens are forbidden from practicing non-sanctioned faiths or using unapproved arcane or psionic power. Punishments for deviation are severe, ranging from psychological reconditioning to execution or erasure from society. Riedra's military, the Harmonia Shield, is formidable, organized into specialized corps, ranging from stone soldiers and stealthy scouts to formidable ogre mages and psionically trained shifters. Yet, unseen, the most ruthless agents are the Dreaming Dark Shadows and the nearly mythic Sleeping Sword, who eliminate threats with ruthless precision. Despite this overwhelming control, resistance lingers. The Kalashtar and their allied monks of Adar, driven by their own path of light, seek to bring about the turning of Dal Quar's age, which would simultaneously doom the quarry and free Eberron from their manipulations. These rebels are prime targets for dreaming dark assassins and psychic subversion. Another fascinating secret. Hanbalani Altas can draw in natural psionic creatures and sometimes cause the spontaneous creation of psionic undead or phrenic animals, warping the very nature of local life and death. The control over such locations is absolute. Should a monolith fall, inspired agents will raise the area to maintain secrecy and control. The Dreaming Dark's network of Hanbalani altars extends even to outposts beyond Sarlona, such as Darkat in Zendrik. This serves as a beachhead for expanding their influence to new continents, and as a warning that the Dreaming Dark never sleeps. Its shadow stretches across the world. Much of Riedra's population is indoctrinated, not evil. The average citizen believes utterly in the legitimacy of the inspired and their path, a testament to the effectiveness and cruelty of the Dreaming Dark's social engineering. The organization's success lies as much in controlling beliefs as in controlling actions. The Dreaming Dark's ultimate fear is the cosmic turning of Dal Quar's age itself. Ironically, all their schemes, from controlling empires to infiltrating dreams, serve a single desperate purpose: to forestall the inevitable end of their kind and preserve the nightmare age from which they draw existence. As you can see, the Dreaming Dark is far more than a villainous organization. It's a shadow civilization, shaping empires and dreams from behind the scenes. Its machinations are both overt and subtle, with entire cultures molded to serve its will, and secrets lurking at the edge of every sanctuary and nightmare. For dungeon masters and players alike, the Dreaming Dark offers a tapestry of seekips, psychic horror, and political intrigue, an inexorable force whose plans unfold on a cosmic scale. Fighting the Dreaming Dark means contending with not just assassins and sorcerers, but an entire society ruled by dreams and shadows. Whether you're weaving a campaign amid the marble monoliths of Riedra or uncovering the Dreaming Dark's infiltrators in Corvair, remember, every dreamer is a potential pawn, and every nightmare may be more than just imagination. The region of dreams may be remote, but the touch of the Dreaming Dark is ever near. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Dreaming Dark, the Quarry, and the lands of Riedra. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to check out my other Dungeons & Dragons videos. There's always more hidden lore to uncover. Until next time, keep your wits about you, and may your dreams remain your own.